Welcome to this gentle yin sequence to release stress in the back, the neck, the shoulders, the hips, the hamstrings, and also to release any emotions we're holding on to, like maybe grief or something that is heavy, so that we can let it go and allow the light and the love to come in and fill every fiber of our being. We'll begin in an upright seated position. Rest your hands anywhere they fall, maybe placing them palms down on your knees if you feel you want to experience grounding, palms up if you wish to receive. You can even place your hands on your heart. Just notice where you want your hands to be and then gently close down your eyes. When we're stressed, or we have anxiety, or we have any sadness or grief, our breath is shortened. So we'll begin with long, deep breathing, and then we're going to go into an alternate nostril breathing to balance the parasympathetic and the sympathetic system, to bring us into relaxation in the nervous system. So exhale everything out of your mouth. Deep inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale out of the mouth. Now suspend the breath out just for a moment. And then deep inhale again. You may even feel, keep inhaling. Now hold the breath. You may even feel on that inhale, keep holding the breath, your belly kind of going like, and that's okay. Now exhale out of the mouth. Hold the breath out, suspend it out. Just hold it out. And inhale, deep inhale through the nose. And here we have those sirens again. Remember that last week? Wasn't that fun? Where was I? Inhaling. Now hold the breath. Gently exhale out of the mouth. Gently but deeply release. Now suspend the breath out. And what I was going to say, and of course as I'm talking, if you need to inhale, go ahead before I tell you to inhale, but actually now it is time to inhale. So go ahead and inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. When the body does that with the breath, you're resetting your nervous system, so it's all good. Now exhale completely out of the breath. This is the last time. Just let it all go. If you haven't already, take one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Keep the eyes closed. Just notice how you're feeling. And before we go into our alternate nostril breathing, set an intention. So if it's tightness and tension in the back, the neck, the shoulders, the hips, the hamstrings, lower back, wherever it is, create the word or words that will bring you the flexibility and the peace and the light and the love into those areas. And if it's a heavy heart, create that intention that will bring in the light, the love, the peace, and the joy. Now bring the left hand into Gyan Mudra, so that's the left thumb and the left pointer finger touching, and rest the palm facing up onto your knee or your thigh or your lap. And then take your right thumb, block off the right nostril. Exhale everything out of the left nostril. Now inhale through the left. Block off the left nostril. Hold the breath. Eyes are closed. Exhale out of the right nostril. Inhale right. Block the right, hold the breath. Exhale left. Inhale through the left. Block the left, hold the breath. Exhale right. Now take this next round at your own pace, finishing up on the right side. And when you get there and you exhale after the full round out of the right side, bring the right hand down into Gyan Mudra and just sit and be for a moment. And with a smile on your face, gently flicker your eyes open. We'll come into our first yin pose, and we're going to move into caterpillar. It's one of my favorite poses, by the way. So in your caterpillar, if you need any props, grab your props. Anchor the legs as straight as they can be, and you can flex the toes to the heavens, but then relax the feet. Check that the spine is straight, and then take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, curling forward from the hips, and allow the hands to walk down onto the legs wherever they're going to fall. And as you're doing this, allow yourself to settle into this place and space. Relaxing into the breath. And if you don't feel it already, know that you're stretching everything. You're stretching actually the back of the legs, the hamstrings. That's our lifeline. Meaning, spiritually, it's a physical connection to the flexible experience we're having in the journey of life. So, if you notice from day to day, sometimes the body is more flexible one day, it's tighter the next, and it's just a roller coaster, right?
You can take a moment when that happens and pause and notice, well, how do you feel emotionally, mentally, and what the connection is. But where we're really stretching, and hopefully you feel it, is the lower back, even the middle back and the upper back, the neck and the shoulders. And we're creating this release of letting go. We're allowing the tension and the tightness to roll off our backs, melt into the ground. We're releasing the neck, releasing the shoulders, releasing the tightness. And at the same time, we're going to stay focused on the mind with the intention that we set. And we're even stretching the hips. The lower hips the lower back and the hips are connected. So I'm going to leave you in a couple moments of stillness here. Just have the experience. Whatever comes up, just notice it. And if it becomes uncomfortable, go back to your intention and just relax into the breath. On the next inhale, tuck the chin tighter into the chest to roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming to a straight spine. And just pause there for a moment so that you can check in to see how you feel. And when you're ready, we're going to move over onto hands and knees. We'll take a couple cat-cows as a transitional pose. And to also move any stagnant energy or anything that is ready to move its way out, you can wag your tail back and forth, or you can do the cat-cow, inhaling high up to the sky and exhaling, tucking the chin into the chest. Honor your body. This is your practice. I'm just here as a vessel to guide you and to hold the place and the space, because I'm so grateful to all of you that show up. And I want you to have a full experience of what you're seeking physically, mentally, and emotionally. When you're ready, come to a neutral spine. We're going to move into puppy pose. And in your puppy pose, start with the extension a little bit out in front of you. Just notice where your point of resistance is going to be. And then once you feel that point of resistance, very gently bring the forehead to the earth. The arms are lifted, the elbows are lifted off the ground. And we're feeling this stretch in the shoulders, the back, all of the back, including the hips. And the neck is relaxed, so any tension and tightness in the neck is being released. And the forehead can be resting on the earth beneath you, a block, a pillow, whatever serves you. And if you need to modify and bring the elbows down and do the extension that way, please do. I want you to honor your body. The practice of yoga is a practice of self-love and nurturing, not creating harm or stress or tension or tightness. And if you haven't already, just take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. We will not be here as long as we were in the caterpillar pose, just a little bit longer. Use the breath to bring in that new healing energy into the areas that feel tight or sticky. Using the breath to expand the chest, opening the heart. Take one more deep inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. And gently begin to release the pose. Moving into downward dog. We're going to use downward dog as our transitional pose. With long, deep breathing and any micro movements that you feel will honor your body's needs. Maybe it's a little wag of the tail, pedaling out the feet, or coming up high on the tippy toes. My toes always crack when I do that. From years of cheerleading, oh my goodness, how many times I sprained my ankles, I broke my toe. Oh, such abuse on the body, right? Oh goodness. Take a deep inhale with me and exhale out of the mouth. Now, either walk the hands back towards your feet and or walk your feet to your hands. We're coming into a forward fold. And in your forward fold, we take a little bend of the knees. If it feels comfortable for you to have the hands and the fingertips resting on the earth, please do. If you want to take hold of the elbows, whatever works for you. And allow the neck to hang long to release the tension and the tightness. And the shoulders to be supported by gravity. Using the breath to bring in the expansion. The spine is releasing.
and extending. The back is becoming relaxed. Anything that is a weight on your shoulders, a pain in the neck, a weight on your back is rolling off and melting into the earth beneath you. Take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. If you are holding the elbows, release the hands, and we're going to come down into that tabletop position again. Come to a neutral spine so that you can regulate your blood pressure and just find the balance and support of the earth beneath you. And just pause there a moment. If it feels right for you to take any micro movements, go ahead. But if you're able to stay still here for a moment, just noticing, you may feel the flow of the blood pulsing through, or even just the energy moving around you. Just notice what it is. And then when you're ready, coming down onto your belly, we're going to come into Sphinx pose. And in your Sphinx pose, if you wish to put anything underneath the chest for support, please do. The elbows are anchored into the earth, directly underneath the shoulders. The hips, and wiggle your hips back and forth, and the legs are relaxed but heavy on top of the earth, on top of your mat. And the neck is in alignment with the spine. We're going to begin there. And just notice, because wherever your tension and tightness is in this pose, you're going to know it. Just breathe into it, because in a few moments we're going to drop the head, and that will help to release any tension and tightness, especially in the lower back. Take a deep inhale with me. And exhale out of the mouth. And then drop the head. Release the head. It's a different sensation. There's an opening of the shoulders. You may still feel some tension or tightness or something in the lower back. In Yin Yoga, and truly in all yoga, if there's pain, please modify. In Yin Yoga especially, we do come to a place of resistance. So what does that look like, feel like, sound like? The place of resistance in this pose is the shoulders feel supported by the elbows and the upper arms. The neck is completely relaxed. The upper back, there's a softening in between the shoulder blades. In the hips and the lower back, there's a almost like a tightness of exercising, where you can feel the muscle working. But that's all. And if there's pain, then just please modify. I'm going to leave you in the last couple moments of stillness to have this experience. And if you know what the stress or emotion is linked to any sensations in this pose, let it go. On your next inhale, we're going to release the pose and come into what's known as crocodile pose. So bring the chest down, stack one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead on top of the hands, and you can take the legs as wide as your mat and kind of wiggle them back and forth to release the lower back. And just rest here. This is releasing the tension, the tightness in the neck and the shoulders, the whole of the back, the hips, the legs. Relax into it. Enjoy this experience. On the next inhale, we'll gently release the pose. And if that wasn't yummy enough, we're going to move into child's pose. And in your child's pose, just notice, do you want the legs, the knees far apart? Do you want them close together? Move mindfully and purposefully. And in your child's pose, surrender. Completely surrender. Completely let it all go. And give yourself permission to release any stress, anxiety, any heaviness in the heart, any grief. How often, or I shouldn't say how often, but erase that. In the times of grief, you may have found yourself on the ground, folding into the earth, releasing the grief. So allow yourself to be filled up of the loving energy of the earth. The earth has this healing energy, and it can take whatever you need to let go of. So release it and then absorb that new energy. Give yourself permission now. On the next inhale, gently release the pose, walking the hands back and coming to an upright spine. And just pause there for a moment. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Bringing the soles of the feet together, we're going to come into butterfly pose. And notice, do you want the heels close to you? Do you want them far away from you? Play with it for a moment. And do you want any props in this beautiful butterfly pose? And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale with a straight back. And as you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest and gently come forward, folding into it. When you come to the point of your resistance, just relax into the breath. The neck is released. It's releasing any tension and tightness. It's relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. The upper back is relaxed. The middle back is relaxed. And the hips and the lower back are releasing tension and tightness, using your breath to go deep into the posture. The eyes are closed. And as you stay here in stillness, focusing on your intention, what it is you want to embody, and relax into the breath. Relax to let go. Release to receive. On your next inhale, tuck the chin into the chest, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, coming to a straight spine. And gently bring the knees together. And let's windshield wiper the knees to release any tension and tightness. From here, we're going to go down onto our backs. So we have a couple more postures before Shavasana. If you wish to cover yourself with a blanket in Shavasana, make sure you have that close to you now. And when you're ready, roll down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest, hug them in,
If it feels good, rock back and forth on the lower spine, the lower back. And then when you're ready, take the knees up and over towards the right. Supine twist over towards the right. Using any props, you can put the props in between the knees. You could rest your knees on top of something. You can extend the arm in cactus pose, the left arm, or the left arm at shoulder height straight out. The gaze can be up at the sky or over towards the left. Just honor your body. Enjoy this twist for the lower back, the hips, the middle back, and the upper back. Releasing the shoulders and the neck. Take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. Bring the knees to center. Hug them in with a little rock of the lower back. And when you're ready, drop the knees over towards the left, honoring what works for this side of the body. And once you find that twist, close down the eyes if you haven't already. Now my stomach is starting. I had a talk with it earlier today, asking it not to try to take over the show. If anyone knows how to control it, please let me know. Relax into your breath. Allow the tension and the tightness to release and melt away. And if your mind wants you in a different neighborhood, go back to that intention to stay in that joyful place.
On the next inhale, bring the knees to center. Hug them in. We're almost there for Shavasana. If by chance you want to start it early, go ahead. And for those who are willing for one more release and to welcome and joy, come into happy baby. And notice if you're doing the happy baby, notice what your body wants. Does it want to stay in stillness, or does it want to rock a little bit from side to side? And put a smile on your face like a happy little baby. My younger son would naturally go into this position and then stick his big toe in his mouth. He was so super flexible. And actually, I'm sure many babies can do that. But he just, oh my goodness, changing his diaper was such a comedy show. So put that smile on your face and release any last little bit of tension and tightness. And if you are moving back and forth, come to stillness. And with me, take a deep inhale. And exhale everything out of the mouth. And gently release and come into Shavasana. Cover yourself with a blanket if you wish. Release down into the earth. And if by chance you have extra time and you choose to stay as long as your spirit calls you to, turn down the volume, shut down the device, whatever it is. If you desire to do that, please do. And if you do, come back to me later and let me know about your experience. And if you're staying with me, get real cozy and comfortable. Allow yourself to relax so that you can completely release. Opening yourself up physically, mentally, and emotionally to receive. Completely let go. Begin to bring your awareness back into the body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a body stretch. Deep inhale. And exhale, sigh everything out of the mouth. Bring the knees into the chest. Maybe a little rock back and forth. One last time on the lower back. And noticing what way is your body calling you to come to an upright seated position. Is it rolling over to one side? Is it rolling up and down on the spine? Honor whatever that is and take your time to get there. And once you meet me in an upright seated position, bring the hands in prayer pose in front of the heart. Close down your eyes. Take this moment to notice what brought you to the practice today. What you felt like in the beginning and how do you feel now? Bow your head to your heart center, honoring yourself for dedicating time for self-care, for giving yourself the dedication to the practice to create flexibility, health and happiness in your body, your mind, and your spirit. I honor you. And together, let's bow towards one another, honoring each other, and wanting for each other the same blessings that we want for ourselves. Namaste.